Jesper, your thoughts on the match tonight?
It was a match that I expected, honestly. We would have a lot of the ball, we would play high up the pitch, and they would try to counter us, and they did. I think in general we didn't allow that much, we allowed some. It's a good team that we're up against, and we have to recognize that, and of course they have their qualities. They have some very good players that fits well to the style they play, and yeah, they had an opportunity in the first half. They took very well, an amazing goal, and you have to accept sometimes that the quality of the opponents is can harm you. That's how it is. But I think in the second half we played with a lot more urgency. We played a lot. We sped the pace of the game up, and I think in general that we had some opportunities. We didn't profit from. Our finishing was horrible. We hit the target once out of 17, and of course it's difficult to really complain about anything when you have your opportunities and you don't even hit the target. Then of course it's difficult to complain about anything. We had a goal disallowed. I think was tough. We did not get a penalty, and then of course 6 minutes extra time was a surprise to me.
Why is the finishing in the final third horrible? Why are we not seeing players hitting the target and getting shots where it troubles the other goalkeeper?
A lot of the shots we had also was blocked, so they got some bodies in between, and I think we the pitch is slow. They've done a good job on it since we were here last time, but it's still very slow, and it makes the defenders get a chance of getting back and getting into position, and then of course we have opportunities where we just does not have the right quality on the finishing.
Jesper, another game where you guys struggled to break down a low block, especially one like Houston's. Do you feel like there's something needs to change tactically, or is it something else?
It's difficult to say. Of course, we will. I think you would like to have chances. You would like to play away from your own goal, because that's not as dangerous. We do not give a lot up. But right now, what the opponents have, they also take it well, and it's definitely a thing for us. It's as I said, it's not that we would like to play close to our own goal, but we work on it, and we'll keep working on it.
Hi, Jesper. I'd like to ask you about a couple of players tonight. First, Matthias Laborda, a bit of a bright spot in your lineup today. Can you just talk about his performance overall, and I guess how important he is to, I guess, consistently being chosen as part of your starting 11?
Yeah, Matthias is playing well. He looks strong. We're in a tough schedule. We also have rotations between the three center backs. Matthias has been looking very strong, and he helps us on a lot of the issues we have. He helps us on the fullback positions. He helps us in the center back. He's dangerous on set plays, and he's a guy that can also help us get in a break with a goal on a set piece. So he's definitely a guy who's versatile and who can help us in many ways. And right now I think he plays well.
Second player is Bruno Caicedo. We haven't seen him in quite a while. He's just coming back from injury, but he excelled with the minutes that he had today. Can you just talk about his progression back from injury up until, I guess, the very small sample size that we saw today?
Yeah, he's too weak, so he has to get stronger. He has been in and out and way too often. He's a young man who has to build on his strength. He's explosive, also meaning that he's a player that needs to be fully fit to be able to utilize his explosiveness. We also saw late in the game today that he couldn't run back, so we have forced him in a little bit early here. Of course, he needs to build on his strength and pick it up. But he's a very talented player who has these extraordinary moments where where you have the feeling that he can change the game, and that's great for us. But it's he just needs to get in a rhythm where he's not injured and he doesn't have setbacks, so he can be more consistent, and that will also have a positive effect on his performances.
Jesper, I just wanted you to comment on the reason for the disallowed goal, which was deemed to be a foul on the Rats. To me, it looked quite contentious at best.
We play with VAR, and they go in. Sometimes we see a lot of challenges. It was far away from the goal itself. Andres definitely touched the ball, and the guy was going to the ground before Oliver came in. But you know what? I'm not the referee. They called it a foul, and that's something that you sometimes have to accept, that it goes against you. I think it was tough, but it's I don't want to get too much involved into that one. We had other chances, other opportunities we could have taken, but of course, when you score a goal, it should be. You hope that at least that it's very obvious why it's disallowed, and I really could not see it, but okay, I'm also probably biased.
And further to what Josh asked about the low block that you faced tonight, it looked like 2 lines of 5 in the second half, which made your players sort of have to play. You were knocking the ball sort of from side to side around sort of that block of 2 lines of 5. Trying to open teams up is going to be a bit of a challenge if a lot of teams know that they can play that way, if they've got something to hold on to against you. Again, is tempo to your play going to be something you need to work on to basically open teams up if they're going to play that way?
Trust me, we work on it every day, and it is obviously. It's not just been now, but it's also been a situation that we have looked into for the entire season. We are a team that's physically strong and pushes the opponents low often. Also sometimes when it's not intended, but we have to, of course, not get stressed by it, but just keep working and accept that it's a challenge we have, and then we're gonna work with it.
Jesper, something we saw in the last 2 matches in the second half were periods where your team did attack well, and you had both Thomas and Ryan on the pitch together with a pacey winger on the other side, and seems like some of your best phases over the last 2 matches. It's not something we've seen a lot of this year yet based on injury and availability, but you think you have something there that you can start to build on, especially with 2 players of such quality finally getting to play together a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Right now we're in the situation that we have such a tough schedule that it's difficult to play all minutes, and Ryan we manage and Thomas we manage. So of course it's something that we will build upon, and having great players on the pitch is only a good thing. We would like it even more, but we also have to be smart and not get carried away by. We are still at a part of the season where we have a long way to go, and not just overused players. Ryan has been out for a long time. It's positive to see him. He made a big difference in Seattle, and he came in here and played well today, I think. Thomas came in the second half and played very well, but we also have a game coming up Saturday. So it's also about seeing how can we manage best possible. Okay.